Good morning. All right, before we start, let's get a little smudge on. So, I'm improving every day. There we go. All right. Oop, nope. Let's not burn everything. Let's not do that. Okay. Little sage, just to clear the air a little bit. All right. So, like I said, I'm improving. First day was ridiculous. Yesterday was so much better. I like the picture in picture, and I like the double camera. But shaking because I have this whole rig here, but it's connected to the desk, and the desk, like when I pound on it, or actually I wasn't pounding on it, but I'm shuffling and I'm hitting the decks, and it would make the camera shake. So trying something new, and I've also did a whole thing with my deck so I don't have to like do the box and all of that stuff, and I'm going to try to be very conscious about where I'm tapping my decks. So as this process goes on, it's going to get better and better. But I thank you for being here with me and for dealing with all my stuff. So let's start with the Bliss list. I didn't have a particular song that popped into my mind today, so I'm just going to keep going from my list of shuffled stuff. So let's see what we're starting with. Okay. Sure. I love this song so much. Okay, we got a split. So I'm gonna take that one, put it over here. Okay, I just have to make sure that we're recording up there. Nope, see? Okay. No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you, for you, for you, for you. I know for certain, the one I love, I'm through with flirting, it's you that I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere, what do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, I don't stay out late, no place to go. I'm home about it, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving. What am I doing? And all my love for you. That right now is serious about it. I freaking love this song. So if you haven't seen Stormy Weather, it's an old black and white movie. Lena Horne, absolutely amazing movie. I freaking love it. But this song is in it, and the sequence, like the whole thing, fantastic, fantastic. So this song always makes me happy. Hold on, my favorite part. I don't stay out late, got no place to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. And then why not? Because I love it. I need a gangster to love me better than all the others do. To always forgive me, ride or die with me. That's just what gangsters do. I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue, I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows. I'm good on that pussy shit. I don't want what I can get. I want someone with secrets that nobody knows. Gangster to love me better than all the others do. To always forgive me, ride or die with me. That's just what gangsters do. My freakness is on the loose and running all over you. You take me to places that nobody knows. You got me hooked up on the feeling. You got me hanging from the ceiling. Got me up so high I'm barely breathing. So don't let me down, let me down, let me down, let me go. Gangsta, gangsta. Love me, better, baby. Yeah, I am. They do, oh. Always forgive me, ride or die with me. You don't say. All right, what else we got? What else we got? Nope. No. 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 Come on. Something's got a spark. Ooh. No. Ooh. Wait a minute. No, okay. I saw the art and thought it was something else. Well, damn. Okay. All right, we just gotta skip through and get something. Oh, always. Okay, so we're on a Suicide Squad thing. Okay, actually, okay. I'm gonna go off script because now I want that song, but I want the other version. Songs. House. Ooh. Mayhem would be like, let it out, woman. That's how I sneeze. Okay. Where is it? Yes, this version. His freaking voice. Like, I love the original. The original can never be surpassed. But something about his voice, sometimes I just need this version. All right, let's clean all this up. Sir. All right, y'all gotta move over. Messing up my lines, you gotta move over. I cannot deal. All right, okay. Was a gambling man. Now it's everything, yay. Oh, pretty much, okay. I read these anyway, so that's fine. Here's when he's on a drone. One foot on the platform, the other's on the train. Yes, okay. Okay, this is good. I don't know where to put you. All right, you sit there for a second. Later for that one though. Sin City, they call the rising sun. Just pardon me for a moment. The ruin of many a poor boy, and God knows that I'm one. Okay. let's get started. All right. So, lots of fun things. We had an extra of the Gateway of Light cards, which came up Pleiadian. I'm going to have to set it off to the side because it's an extra card. I'm also going to set these three to the side like we did yesterday. But we've got the Daffodil Fairy with New Beginnings, Healing the Heart, and then Seeking Approval of Others Hinders My Joyousness. Very important. If the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you're in trouble. But if you depend only upon your connection with your own inner being, then everything in your experience falls into alignment. 10 out of 10. Do recommend. Can confirm. Yes, to all. All right, so let's look at everything that we've got here. I'm gonna put our extra cards over here. Let's look at what we got. Starting off, we've got the Merkaba activation with Transcendence, Ascension. You are rising up, absolutely. That is coming right next to this Unstick the Stuck. So that's the only way that we get to rise up. We have to stop spinning our wheels, getting stuck in the mud of our own thoughts, our own doubts, our own fears, and allow ourselves to rise up. What did I say? We're phoenixes in this bitch. If we burn, we still fucking rise. If we burn, we still fucking rise. If we burn, we still fucking rise. Okay? So that's coming next to the Chamber of the Violet Flame, which makes me very happy because this card was actually the inspiration for one of my hairstyles. Way back in the day, I was like, this is Violet Flame. And that was the, this card was the, I'm so weird. I love it. So I saw this card and I was like, yeah, my next hair needs to be Violet Flame and I have to figure that out, right? So karmic release, radical transformation. I'm telling you, your life can be completely different. Is the sun distracting? Okay. I'm trying to make things as nice as possible for you here. So I think that's a little bit better. Radical transformation. That goes along with that transcendence and the ascension. Your life can change in an instant. And I know all of us know this because at some point our lives have changed in an instant in a bad way. So everyone knows what it's like for you're going along and you think your life is one way and then something just flips a damn switch and you're just like, okay, everything's different. Everything's changed. That can also happen for the good. And we're responsible for that. We're responsible for pushing, not pushing. I don't want it to seem, it needs to be effortless, but we're responsible for walking our path. It's your path, so it's laid out for you. And all you have to do is continuously walk. I'm telling you, if you just keep going one step at a time, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. Heart of Source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. Okay, we're talking about all-encompassing love. Unconditional acceptance. We've also got listening with your heart. We've got love over here. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself. So going back to this card right here about, yeah, it'll be flipped on the other side. No. Okay. Song break, because I love this song. That's the one I was talking about when I was like later, and I accidentally hit it trying to get this card. So we're going to listen to it. Adorable. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Love. So, y'all, we got all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance. Over here on the left, what do we got? Love and acceptance. The cards do not be playing with your girl, right? All right. So, the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself, goes back to this card. If the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you're in trouble. Molly, you in danger, girl. But if you depend only upon your connection with your own inner being, then everything in your experience falls into alignment. So right now, can't look outside of yourself for acceptance, validation, love, none of that stuff. That stuff comes from within and then it shows without. I'm telling you, inner work becomes outer work. I look amazing right now because of the inner work that I've been doing. And I can say I look amazing. First of all, because I just do. But also, I know where I've come from. And I know what I used to see when I looked in the mirror. And honestly, what I used to see had nothing to do with my weight the way I thought it did, had nothing to do with my race, had nothing to do with my height, my skin, had nothing to do with my hair, had nothing to do with my clothes, like none of that stuff. Had nothing to do with how hot somebody thought I was, none of that stuff. That's what I was associating all of that with during that time because I was in a very unhealthy place. But what I was looking at that I didn't like was how much I was neglecting and betraying myself, how much I was so disconnected from myself, how much that I was pushing myself aside in favor of getting some kind of validation, some kind of love, some kind of confirmation or vindication from someone else or something else. I needed to have this job. I needed to make this much money. I needed this person to be interested in me. I needed this person to say this thing, or I needed, everything was outside of myself. And that's why every time I looked in the mirror, I didn't like what I saw because it wasn't me. It just wasn't me. So under that, you got acceptance. Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. So again, radical acceptance, radical transformation, loving who you are, knowing that you are epic, absolutely epic, epic. That is how you unstick the stuck. So what else we got? We've got the abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. Wonderful. I trust the messages I receive from my heart, that inner being, that love, again, of sharing of yourself. You guys, we're all here to help each other. We are all here to support each other. We're all here to be beacons and to be pathfinders and trailblazers and to help each other to find our individual ways. A person doesn't have to be going where you're going to be able to find their way by you lighting your own path. I promise you. I promise you it's a thing. So you don't have to worry about, oh, if I go this way, how is this going to affect other people? All of us are here to simply light up our paths. So the entire area is lit and people get to choose where they want to go. Because there's some people that are too afraid to walk in the dark. Those of us that are brave, those of us that are fucked up in black and blue and built for the abuse. Those of us that are gangsters, I'm sorry, it's just what it is. Those of us that are out here trying to forge the path. We're okay with walking in the dark, but all we have to do is light up our path. Everybody individually lighting up their path lights up the entire community. So those people that were afraid of the dark, they will step forward because they can see at least a little bit ahead. That's why it's important to share yourself. That's why it's important to listen to your heart and know and listen to your intuition and be able to share those parts of you that are going to impact other people. Even if it doesn't impact them the same way you were impacted, it works. And the time to do that is right booking now, as my mayhem would say. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled in each moment. Truth, truth, truth. I want to make sure. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to those. Those are the extra cards. We'll get to those in a second. So we also have Master Buddha with increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Trusting. Are we hearing that? Trusting. Very important, trusting of yourself. So last night I had Tuesday tea. That was a big theme. Trusting yourself, trusting your decisions, knowing that what it is that you're doing is right for you. And it doesn't have to be right for anyone else. You doing what's right for you will carry over and have an impact on others that will be right for them. They don't have to do what you do. They don't have to even like what you do, but you doing you actually being fully authentic, you being trusting of yourself and your own intuition and following that will inspire others. Just saying. You got the Shekinah with Sacred Self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life, sharing of yourself, listening to your heart and sharing of yourself right now. Why? Because you're epic. You're epic. You got Freya again with phases and cycles. She came up yesterday in the reading. There's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Don't worry about things ending. Don't worry about, okay, if I follow my path, these people might not like me. These people might stop riding with me. These people might stop following me. These people might stop talking to me. These people might cut me off completely. I have had all of this happen. I have had all of this happen. And yeah, back in the day, I was really, really resistant to it. No more, because everyone that leaves my life from me being authentic is making space for someone who is going to appreciate my authenticity. Faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. Again, coming back to that love and acceptance. Everything I need always comes. Everything I need always comes. You have made it through every single situation that you thought you never would, because you're still here. You're here. If you're watching this, you have made it through every single past situation that you were like, I'm never going to get through this. I'm never going to heal from this. You've made it through enough to be here. You're good. You're golden. Do not worry. Okay. Before we get to your messagey cards down here that I have to read, let's bring out your extras. So we had this Pleiadian activity activation. And I love this because I resonate very deeply with the Pleiades. Coming together, harmony in the heavens and resolution. You got healing the heart. I'm gonna put that over that listening with your heart, apparently. New beginnings, which is coming out on the phases and cycles. Okay. There's a beginning within every ending. New beginnings, new things are popping up. Okay, I'm going to share something with you. Nobody has seen this yet. Oh, this is perfect Patreon stuff. Okay, hold on. Nope, can't roll over there. I got stuff on the floor. Okay. Come here, you. Hey, you. Hi, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Okay. So, hold on. Sit there. Now, last year, I don't remember when it was, but last year I was in Aldi. I was going shopping and they had calla lilies. Now, calla lily, my favorite flower. Just my favorite flower, especially the purple ones. And they had purple ones there. They had purple and white ones, right? Grabbed it immediately, and it was in the little hydro whatever, the jar, and you're supposed to keep water in it and stuff like that, right? So brought it home, very excited. But oh no, I'm sorry. These actually came in dirt. Those came in dirt. My hyacinths came in water. These came in dirt. But it was a really, really small. It was like a small like tin. And I was just looking at it, I'm like, okay, you are already bunched up in here. I'm going to repot you. So I did that. And when I did it, I noticed that the bulb was kind of like split, and it felt very claustrophobic. You know, it felt crowded. And I'm like, okay, I need to split you into two, right? So I did it. And I'm looking up stuff and trying to figure out how to do all of this, right? So I did it, repotted, perfect. Okay. And then it died. Like, man, it died, right? And I was so sad because I had a chance to grow my favorite flower, and I felt like I killed it, you know, trying to help it. I felt like I killed it, which is one of the most horrible things, right? So flash forward, I've got some new plants, and we're about to do a hermit crab thing. So I have to move everyone around to their next size up because everyone's growing and thriving, and I'm very excited about this. So I went outside, and my two pots that I had my callas in, I was just like, all right, I guess I'll just reuse this and reuse the dirt and whatever. So I brought it in, and I'm going through the dirt, and like I like to get my hands in there and like mess it up and stuff and put some water and stuff. I like to love it. So I start, doing all of that, and I feel something. So I grab it, and it was the bulb. It was the bulb that I had planted. It was still down there, and it had a little pink. I had a little pink. So I took it out. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Say hello. So this was completely buried under the dirt. So I think I planted it a little bit too far down, but it didn't say, oh, I'm way down here and I guess I'm just gonna, I'm buried. I guess I'll just stay down here, stay buried. No, it was pushing through. It was like, hey, I know there's some sunlight up there and I'm going. So that's what you gotta be. You gotta be like, no matter what is on you, no matter what is on top of you, heal your heart. Like, let everything come together. Transcend, ascend, release all this shit, transform, radically accept yourself, love yourself, and say, no matter what, I'm fucking pushing through because I know there's some sun up there. I know there's something up there for me, and I know I can grow and thrive. I took it out, put it in some new, got it some water, and let's make it happen, Sit there. So, new beginnings. New beginnings are always around the corner. I thought I lost this plant. I was sad. I thought I lost this plant. Nope, not lost. Not lost. Ready to grow and thrive. And that's the way life goes, So, phases, cycles, endings, beginnings. Unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Heal your heart. And it's so much easier to heal our hearts than we think. We think we have to go through this whole thing and dredge up all the past, and there's forgiveness and there's this and there's that. And honestly, all you have to do is just consistently allow yourself to be happy. Consistently do the things that make you happy. Remember, you're fucking epic. Unstick the stuck. How do you do that? Just go a different way. Do something else. You don't have to get down in the weeds and grind, your pain into submission. You could simply decide, you know what, today, I'm not even going to think about that. That thing that's bothering me, that thing that's going to stress me out, I'm not going to stress out about it. It's going to be okay. I'm going to go and, have a candy bar and a nap. I'm going to have a Coke and a smile, smoking a pancake. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to go for a swim. I'm going to go for a drive. Just jump in your car and ride. I'm not going to play it. No, we don't have that time. Ride. Just go. Taking my time. Okay. No, I'm not going to play it. Do whatever it is that will make you feel just a little bit of joy. And it doesn't have to be all the time, every day, and 2:00 tomorrow. 5 minutes. When you're feeling at your worst, it's like, okay, what can I do in this 5 minutes that will make me feel better? And just limit it to that 5 minutes and allow yourself to feel better. And when you do feel better, remind yourself, okay, I just made this happen for me. I didn't have to wait for anybody else. I didn't have to get approval from anybody else. I didn't have to look outside of myself. I made me happy, which means I can do this all the time, and you will find yourself wanting to. I promise you. Now, speaking of which, I deserve quality time with myself. And that's another thing. We on Patreon. Everybody grown here. Enjoy quality time with yourself. Enjoy quality time with yourself. I'm going to tell you what. You want to spark some joy? You want to unstick some stuck? Have a good earth-shattering orgasm. And everybody here knows how to do that for themselves. Stop waiting for somebody else to give you that perfect, oh, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know what to do. Okay. Take time for yourself in silent reflection, or you could meditate as well. Quality time could also be like meditation. Okay. Take time for yourself in silent reflection to positively improve your mindset. I'm just saying. Rest and enjoy your own company in the quiet of your mind. Spending time with yourself allows you to attune to your personal needs and desires. 10 out of 10 do recommend. That's all I'm gonna put right there. I express joy and gratitude. Gratitude and joy. Comfort and joy. What is this? Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Give thanks. Cultivating a life of gratitude helps us to live more intentionally in the present moment and appreciate day-to-day life. Expressing that gratitude creates space to be a more content and joyful human being. Okay, this also came up in last night's Tuesday tea. Gratitude. Not just for the things that are around you, not just for the things that are going well. Gratitude for yourself. Be grateful for who you are. And all of your quirks and your weirdness and all of what you perceive as flaws and all of those things where you're like, oh my God, I can't, like me doing this right now, me sharing my music with you, like singing not well, but enjoying myself immensely, like that. I'm grateful for the way that I am because I have so much fun with me. I do spend a lot of, I spend a lot of quality time with myself in meditation. No, seriously, I do meditate, but I spend a lot of time with myself, and I have a blast with me. I am so much fun. So I am grateful for who I am and how I am because I know no matter what is happening outside, I can have fun with me. I can be safe and comfortable and feel balanced and loved and at peace with myself because she's all I got. She's all I got in this world. And she's all the man I'll ever need. Okay. Moving on. Let's get these ISIS cards. Past life, present power. As the soul grows in service to the great feminine and her intentions that all beings are healed and free, healing that heart, it gathers internal resources to assist on the path. These resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrating past life abilities. Be open to what is taking place as your soul awakens ancient powers and abilities within you. Okay, so something I want to say about this. Everyone has a past life. And you do not have to believe in reincarnation. You don't have to believe in souls. You don't have to believe in any of that. All of us, at some point, we talked about this earlier, have had a moment where our life changed. And in that moment, we started walking a new path, living a new life. And at that moment, we have a past life. So that could be you in your 20s. That could be you in your 30s. Hell, that could be you in your 40s, whatever. But we've all had pivotal moments in our lives where this old life ended and this new life started. So when we talk about past lives and things like that, even if you don't believe in the esoteric, reincarnation of souls or lives, there is a past that you have. And in that past, you got skills. For most of us, that pivotal moment in our life came through some kind of trauma. So in dealing with that trauma, you picked up skills and coping mechanisms. And you get to a point in your health where you're like, okay, it's no longer healthy for me to do this. And it's usually to this extreme. It's usually to some kind of extreme. And despite the fact that that mechanism, whatever, might not be healthy in the way you were using it, the skills that you learned will be useful to you moving forward. So to give you an example, I did not have the easiest childhood, adolescence, or adulthood. But let's just focus on childhood, right? There was a lot of dysfunction, a lot of trauma, a lot of abuse. And I not even chose, I choose, because it's a daily thing. It doesn't go away. I choose to not perpetuate those cycles. I choose to not do those things. I do know how those things are done, and I do know components of them, right? Now, while it's not healthy for me to live my life that way, and I would not want to, if I come against a situation, I can use some of the skills that I've learned from my past to actually be helpful for me. So, where it's not healthy for me to manipulate and try to make someone else feel little or small in order to make myself feel bigger, please don't make the mistake of thinking that I can't fucking drag you through these streets, okay? Please don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted. Oh, I will rake your face across the asphalt if I have to. And that's a skill. It's a skill. It's not a way I want to live my life, but it's there for me. So this past life, this present power, don't discount what you've learned from your pain, your trauma, those bad situations, because there is something that can serve you there. Everything has a purpose, even rage, even, even manipulation. I'm sorry. Like how many times have you watched a movie of someone like kidnapped and it's just like, dude, I can pretend to be in love with this dude for like a good 3 weeks in order to get my ass out of here and not get murdered. Like, I can do that. So, integrating your past life abilities, expressing your gifts, all of your gifts. Stop compartmentalizing and pushing parts of yourself down. Allow it to have a voice. It doesn't have to take the lead. That's where we get in trouble, where it's like, okay, shadow, take over. Ego, take over. Whatever. Rage, take over. No, allow it to have a voice, but everything needs to come to the table, and you need to know what your full artillery and arsenal is. So there's that. We've also got this, which came up yesterday. Soul retrieval. Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon, you will enjoy greater wellness, energy, power. So be willing to go through the healing process, healing the heart, knowing that any emotional clearing taking place is leading you to wholeness. Guys. All right, last one. Ancient power mysteries. The oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice. Okay, we're talking about personal power here, seriously. Whether through spoken or sung words or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. Y'all, okay, on my Instagram, Razzie Reads. Last night was Tuesday Tea. I pull cards. It's a free card reading every Tuesday that I do. And last night we were talking about words become things. Thoughts become things, but when you speak things out loud, that's part of the manifestation process. Use your voice. Speak your intentions. Speak your wants. Speak your desires. Where was the desires? Spending time with yourself allows you to attune to your personal needs and desires. Once you figure that out, once you know what your personal needs and desires are, start communicating that and it doesn't have to be to individual people, because again, it's not up to anyone else to give you your life or your reality. But if there's something you want from people, you have to let them know. If there's something that you're expecting, instead of sitting there and being like, well, they should know that. No, speak your truth, speak your light, speak on it, speak on your life. And put it out there, what it is that you want. It doesn't have to be to a person, though. You can put it out there to yourself. I talk to myself all the time. This room hears all of my shit because I know that words become things. And it also helps me to monitor what it is that I'm saying, because a lot of times I get stuck in my head and I allow my brain to run amok. amok. Like, I allow my brain to just go. And that's not always a good thing. So a lot of times I'm not monitoring my thoughts, but when I started talking out loud, I realized some of the things that I would be saying, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to speak that into existence. I don't like that. So I've gotten very conscious about revising everything that I'm saying. You know, when I start to say something negative, especially about myself or my situation, I'm like, nope, I'm not going to say that. And then I revise it and say something that is true, but uplifting. You know, and sometimes it has nothing to do with the situation on its face. You know, sometimes it's like, oh, this thing is happening, and I start to spiral, and I'm like, you know what? I'm this. And I said it last night. Sometimes I get those intrusive thoughts or those embarrassing, you know, those cringy thoughts where it's just like, oh God, I can't believe I'm like this, right? And as soon as that happens, instead of saying, why am I like this? Or I'm so stupid, or I'm so whatever, I'll say, I'm adorable and let it go. So whatever it is you got to do, start right now. Remember, you are epic. You are epic, and you are transcending, and you are releasing, and all of this stuff is happening, and you are doing the best you can. And it's all anyone can ask for. And guess what? You're doing okay. You're doing just fine. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.